It must be in an old abandoned farmhouse where people used to cut the grass by hand. Not surprised to see this old baby here from post-World War I. Let's crank it up. Going upstairs, I believe the last person who lived here was probably an old man. And I get the suspicion that he lived here alone for about 15 or 20 years. But each room has a bed, indicating that at one point there were a lot more people in this house. I think he might have lived in this room. A lot of personal effects, including a clown's outfit right there. Back down we go. Thank you very much. Over here we have an old television from the 1950s, which possibly could still work, because I think a lot of families exchanged their old black and white TVs with colored ones. In the mid-60s, colored programming became more popular, and people would buy these combination record player radio television units. Here's another one from that same era. And there's this baby from the early to mid 80s. And a house filled with awesome old antiques, including an aluminum sigh. Never saw one of those. Old kitchen. Really awesome old stove. Washing machine, probably from the 50s. And this place is really, really isolated. In the middle of nowhere, the closest neighbors are hundreds of yards away. To the east and west are nothing but public hunting lands. And that makes this place pretty interesting. I've never run into a place that is this isolated. This guy was a hunter, devout Christian, a clown, and he was a dairy farmer. One of his old barns out there near that awesome tree. I think his dairy farm got closed down in the mid-60s, maybe the early 60s, because I found some inspection reports which were had a lot of discrepancies. But nevertheless, it's been awesome living here for 2 days. I'm sleeping over here in this bed, and the Super 8 opportunities around here have been really, really good. When I think about the guy who lived here, I get the sense that he was pretty immaculate, pretty clean, pure, simple guy. Definitely traditional, old-fashioned type guy. You heard the kind of music he likes: Bing Crosby, band music, square dance, that type of thing. And it didn't seem like he had any vices. And not that I want to make value judgments about what a vice is, but in a mainstream conservative community, there would have been certain habits that would have been discouraged, like smoking and drinking, and risque literature, pornographic movies, things like that. Heavy metal music, that kind of thing, would have been frowned upon. And I got the sense that this guy was really, somehow, like he had his shit together. He was really doing his best. And I felt very soothed by that and encouraged by that. So when I think about this old brother, I picture him like that. Yay!